How's it going, everybody? We have another full day of work ahead of us. I brought Darcy out here just so we can get some outside time. The temperature is relatively mild, so I'm not as worried about sitting out here in the sun all day and just baking. Plus, I have a day off of work. So I'm going to try to use that to the fullest of my potential. A lot of things have to get done with the garden today. I have to get all of this wineberry out of here. I need to put tomatoes in the cages, and I need to pull up some of these zucchinis. Not pull up, but just kind of trim them, get some airflow, and prop them up. There we go, that's a better word. We also have a little bit of powdery mildew that I need to treat, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well, and just do some general landscaping since I have the day off and I have some time to be able to get through all of this. Then I'll probably give everything a good water because it's going to be pretty cloudy today. There's no direct sunlight. It's not going to be super hot. It's going to be warm, but it's not going to be blistering like it has been the last few days. So I'm going to bring you guys with me while I tear out all of this wineberry and do the rest of these chores. Actually out here this morning as well, just kind of seeing what needed to be done, what I could do, and what kind of order of operations I wanted to take with getting rid of all of this stuff. These wine berries are pretty spiky, but they do have a fairly shallow root system, so they should be pretty easy to pull up. But I want to take care of this stuff first before I start getting into the garden. And a lot of my beans are getting crowded out by this wineberry too, and it's really frustrating. It's one of the first things I've ever really grown, especially from seed. I do like growing beans. I like having fresh beans that I can just come out here and eat, especially on these hotter summer days. These aren't quite as bad. If you're from the Pacific Northwest, you'll know what I'm talking about, at least Western Washington. But these aren't quite as bad as blackberries as far as the thorns. But just in terms of how prolific they are, it's probably on par. Kind of grow, and I've never been able to figure out how to just keep them away without spraying. Okay, that already looks significantly better. So it's actually probably about a week after the last little segment of this video that I recorded. As you guys know, full-time job. I'm working on moving right now, so there's been a lot of things that have kind of gotten in the way of me being able to record or really get out here and do some actual garden maintenance. But as I talked about in the last section, we have one of our squash plants that has a little bit of powdery mildew buildup. So the best way to get rid of that, or at least one of the ways that we have found is successful, is to use neem oil. The one that you guys see right here is an organic version. So it's a 3-in-1 multi-purpose fungicide, insecticide, and miticide. It's black spot, powdery mildew, rust, spider mites, aphids, whiteflies, and other insect pests, which might include like vine borers or squash bugs. I'm not 100% sure. We don't have any issues with vine borers yet this season. We had them. It's always good to try to prevent them the best way that you can. I don't know if neem oil does, but there are ways that I still need to research because I don't know them off the top of my head. Bessie would know without a doubt. But I'm gonna treat this one squash that has it. I think it's just the one that has the powdery mildew. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. It's been super humid. The best way to prevent powdery mildew is just to keep your plants up and, you know, do your trimming and keep your squash plants up off the ground with airflow, so that way they are not getting too much humidity and getting too much moisture on their leaves. So essentially the best way to do this is on a treatment schedule. I have not done it because I'm an unserious homesteader. And make sure you're covering all plant tissue. If there are bees actively in the area, make sure that you're not spraying it because it is toxic to bees when it's a direct treatment, like what I'm doing right now. But there are no bees out right now. I'm not super worried about the bees with this one. So with that treatment done, I am going to wrap up. I'm gonna try to get at least 1 or 2 more videos out of Delaware before I do end up having to leave, because we're coming to the close of our time in Delaware. We're coming to the close of the garden season as well. for what we're going to be able to do. I'm not planting anything new, especially from starts, just because we're not going to have time to be able to use it or to do anything with it or to take care of it and really nurture it the way that it's supposed to be. Right now, I'm just worried about maintenance and making sure everything is taken care of for the next people to make it better than we found it. The garden looks great right now. I did a lot of weeding. Darcy is also enjoying the greenery. There's a lot of good stuff happening. The peak of the garden season is treating us well. I do need to harvest this broccoli at some point. It is starting to kind of shoot off some bigger sprouts. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are growing the channel, we are growing the community, and I'm gonna start adding a few more things here and there that are less garden related and more just overall homestead related. Thanks for watching once again, guys. I will see you in the next one.